Progress and independence. These are the objectives of the PA Indian Band, and they remain a fundamental part of every initiative and decision the band makes. Generations ago, the people of the PA Indian Band were free and independent, masters of their environment and architects of their own prosperity and well-being. However, as white society encroached, it brought with it a different lifestyle and the imposition of unique and unknown cultural and social values. The PA Band, like thousands of other North American Aboriginal communities, lost their collective and individual sense of determination and direction, and began to realize that their traditional lifestyle risked being lost through acculturation. This situation contributed to the deterioration of many Native groups and resulted in long-term dependence on government assistance from programs such as the Aboriginal Business Development Program, the Community's Economic Development Fund, Special ARDA, Native Economic Development Program, and many others. Recognizing this decline, leaders of the PA Indian Band chose to restore the independence and self-esteem that once characterized their people. Gathered in a modest facility barely 2 decades ago, they understood that for the PA Indian Band to recapture their pride and once again become masters of their environment, they must establish self-determination. With the spirit of progress and the vision of independence, a decision was made to lay the groundwork for a new generation of prosperity and well-being, one that would fuel itself through the hard work and initiative of the PA Indian Band itself. That was the commitment then, is the commitment now, and will remain the commitment for tomorrow. As with any organization charged with the well-being and prosperity of its members, the PA Indian Band is structured within clearly defined areas of responsibility. Every 2 years, band elections are held to choose a chief and 12 councillors. This governing body then serves to establish policy and provide direction for a full-time staff that administers the day-to-day commercial, social, and community operations of the band. The PA Indian Band operational structure is comprised of very distinct components, each charged with specific responsibilities. These include chief and council, who exercise overall control of the band government. Opaskwayak Education Authority, which administers the education program for the PA Indian Band. Band Development Authority, which is charged with establishing legal entities to facilitate community and commercial undertakings. Community Works and Operations, which administers community services including policing, fire protection, recreation, and public works. Community Services, which focuses on health services and human resource development, as well as adult care and child care. Opaskwayak Business Development Corporation, which takes the lead role in the development of a sound economic base to achieve progress and independence by operating a number of band commercial businesses and developing others. In addition to these specific departments, the band has recently directed itself to improving community awareness of the government of the PA Indian Band. Towards this end, the band developed a communication strategy, which included the formation of a public relations committee. This committee, with the aid of a communications officer, provides a forum where communications recommendations are formulated for presentation to the chief and council. The success of the PA Indian Band's goal of self-determination hinges on the ability to develop and maintain proper financial resources and then use the resulting funds to facilitate appropriate community and social programs. To accomplish this, the band has undertaken an aggressive development and investment strategy, which now provides ongoing revenues while at the same time building equity and a strong asset base. Overseeing these myriad commercial ventures is the Opaskwayak Business Development Corporation, a corporate structure owned by the PA Indian Band, which assists in the development of those initiatives that contribute to the goals of progress and independence. The activities of the Opaskwayak Business Development Corporation include managing band-owned enterprises in a responsible and profitable manner, assisting band members to develop independent business plans, ensuring the maintenance of traditional cultural values, providing employment and training opportunities for band members, developing entrepreneurial opportunities for band members through acquisition of business and/or divestiture of band-owned businesses to band members, investing in other portfolios, on or off the reserve, to achieve capital growth. Communicating through public, industrial, and shareholder relations the corporate purpose and activities, and maintaining a standard of excellence in all corporate activities. The corporation has a staff of 7. Reporting to a chief executive officer, this team controls the short and long-term growth of a significant business portfolio, which includes retail outlets, property management, gravel operations, and the construction division. Built in 1975 at a cost of $8 million, the Otinaka Mall remains the cornerstone of the Paw Indian Band's growing real estate and financial interests. One of 2 enclosed shopping centers in the Paw area, Otinaka Mall encompasses some 154,540 square feet of leasable space, generating approximately $15 million annually in sales. Developed and managed by the Otinaka Development Corporation Limited, the center enjoys a diverse merchant and service mix and remains virtually sold out of leasable space throughout the year. The mall, located on the Paw Indian Reserve, averages retail traffic of 15,000 persons per week, some of this lured to the center by an ongoing calendar of promotions and events which are organized by the Otinaka Mall manager and promotion director. In addition to 15,000 local visitors each week, Otinaka Mall also benefits from a secondary trading market of approximately 35,000 centered directly around the community. The 20 merchants who locate at Otinaka Mall include an IGA supermarket, owned by the band, and a Met department store, which both serve as anchor stores, various boutiques, specialty stores, services and recreational outlets. Also, the second level houses band administration offices and offices of various provincial, federal, and private agency departments. Planning is currently underway to expand the mall in order to meet consumer demand and maximize the potential that exists within the community as a result of the investment announced recently by REPAP Corporation. The investment is anticipated to amount to some $1 billion. Few businesses are in as favorable a market position as the Paw Indian Band's Chimo Building Center. Purchased by the band in May 1986 and located adjacent to the Otinaka Mall on the Paw Indian Reserve, Chimo Building Center is the primary building goods supplier to the Paw Indian Band, which is heavily involved in the construction of some 40 reserve homes annually, as well as other ongoing construction projects. This built-in market, coupled with a competitive position in the general trading area, has enabled Chimo Building Center to prepare a strategy which will see it seek a larger share of the overall market. Planned originally as an extension to Chimo Building Center, the Allied Hardware store is another example of the Paw Indian Band investing in operations for which a ready market exists and which demonstrates excellent potential for growth and profitability. Allied Hardware developed a more reliable supplier network which offers a computerized ordering and inventory system, enhancing the efficiency and service of the entire operation. These features are important for an operation like this, located where it is. Given that the Paw Indian Band is as involved as it is in new home and building construction, the availability of a well-stocked hardware store is critical. As the market expands and the need increases, Allied Hardware store will be perfectly positioned to capitalize on this opportunity and profit proportionately. The Paw Indian Band continues to distinguish itself as imaginative entrepreneurs who recognize profitable opportunities. Understanding that a need existed at the Otinaka Mall for an upscale women's clothing store, the band purchased an existing retail operation in 1987, relocating it from the Paw town site to a prominent location in the mall. The 1,600 square foot outlet carries a full range of exclusive ladies' wear, wedding gowns, accessories which include costume jewelry and scarves, as well as ladies' casual wear. The Paw market area has a limited number of ladies' fashion outlets, and only 2 of which are of reasonable size. The Image Boutique, through proper merchandising and innovative marketing, has developed its clientele and created the environment necessary for profit. Timberland Trailer Court sits on one of several parcels of land that the Paw Indian Band controls within the town of the Paw itself. The trailer court was built in the early 70s, and was one of the band's first enterprises. Employing 2 full-time persons, including a manager and secretary, Timberland Trailer Court has done much to create a pleasant and welcoming community environment for its tenants. Each lot is double-sized and is landscaped to create a consistently well-kept appearance. Tenants are encouraged to invest the time and effort necessary to maintain an attractive residence, and these initiatives have done much to keep the enterprise vibrant. One of the most visible examples of the PAW Indian Band's entrepreneurial spirit is the PAW IGA Supermarket. Opened in December 1975 under a franchise agreement with Winnipeg-based Codville Company Limited, the IGA is located at Otinica Mall, where its 20,500 square foot area comprises one of the mall's anchor stores. While the supermarket features large, well-lit produce, meat, dairy, bakery, and grocery sections, both short and long-term upgrading is planned, particularly in the areas of fixtures and equipment. Overall, the store is in an excellent position for growth, given that labor, with a staff of 21, is stable and profit projections indicate consistent upward movement. The most recent commercial venture for the PAW Indian Band, the gravel operations, also offers some of the greatest profit potential. Employing 7 full-time workers during its approximately 8 months of annual operations, the gravel enterprise has acquired substantial contracts with REPAP and with the new K-12 Reserve School. Currently, the band contracts hauling to local truckers while using its own excavation equipment to develop the gravel pits. The mounting revenues created by the successful investments and commercial ventures of the PAW Indian Band are but one aspect of the band's quest for self-determination. As critical as it is to secure financial well-being, so too is it necessary to ensure that the emotional, physical, and mental well-being of band members are attended to also. For this reason, the PAW Indian Band has developed and implemented a comprehensive program of community social service and assistance available to all residents. These programs fall within 6 primary areas, which include Otinica Health Centre. Operating under a funding agreement with Health and Welfare Canada's Medical Services Branch, Otinica Health Centre's staff of 5 delivers some 12 different services ranging from prenatal training to postnatal follow-up to communicable disease control. Other programs, such as diabetic clinics and education, medical transportation, community health services, home visitations, school health and nutrition counseling make the Otinica Health Centre a valuable resource. McGilvery Care Home. A staff of 64, 55 of whom are band members, operate this 44-resident geriatric and chronic care facility with an annual budget of $1.58 million. In addition to offering care and a comfortable lifestyle to the residents, McGilvery Care Home also operates various outreach programs within the community through participation with other social service initiatives. These include a home care program and an innovative 6-plex housing program that encourages independence and self-esteem. Opaskwayak Counseling Services. Initiated and operated by the McGilvery Care Home facility, the Opaskwayak Counseling Service, or OCS, is planned as a separate facility to provide education and counseling for individuals and families affected by drug or alcohol abuse. Beginning with an initial outlay of almost $45,000 to fund a facility, this program is another example of the PAW Indian Band investing in themselves and the well-being of their community. Employment and training. Established in 1986, the Employment and Training Department of the PAW Indian Band develops and coordinates training programs for band members. This includes upgrading of existing training, as well as additional vocational training through the Occupational Skills Training Program. In addition, the department is also responsible for planning and administering summer employment programs for students. Family services, social services. Family services and social services are 2 vital areas that work in concert with each other, often overlapping as they attempt to anticipate and resolve problems within the reserve community which stem from family or social issue concerns. While other programs deal with health or occupational issues, these 2 departments look further into individual attitudes and how they affect the larger picture. Basic life skills, motivation, individual and family counseling, and learning to simply cope with life's challenges all contribute to the mandate of these areas. To facilitate programs and administer them, a team of professional counselors works within the community among their own people. The Paw Indian Reserve is just like any other community in that it requires a large-scale works and operations department to ensure that essential services are provided and that facilities are developed and maintained properly. The Works and Operations Department follows the guidelines of a structured 5-year capital works planning program, which was established to create a formal plan leading to the most efficient use of monies and manpower while serving the needs of the community residents and facilities. A showpiece of the reserve, the Gordon Lathland Memorial Center Arena, is used for bingos, socials, Indian days, community events and celebrations, and of course hockey. A staff of 8 persons attend to maintenance and concessions and has helped to make the center a source of pride for the band. An acting fire chief and 14 volunteer firefighters operate 2 trucks to make up the Paw Indian Reserve Volunteer Fire Department. Currently, a proposal is being developed to enter into a mutual aid agreement with the town of the Paw, but this has as yet not been ratified by the chief and council. As the number of structures on the reserve increases, the fire department's manpower commitment will need enlarging too. Major changes in the appearance of the reserve have taken place as a direct result of projects completed by the Public Works Department. Operating with a staff of 10, Public Works has completed extensive landscaping, created new boat launches, a new landfill facility, completed the 6-plex project of the McGilvery Care Home, and established a 2-way radio system to increase efficiency. Using various pieces of heavy equipment, the department has accomplished a great deal, which has been recognized by reserve residents, the Paw residents, and area visitors. 5 constables, 1 deputy, and 2 dispatchers attend to policing duties on the Paw Indian Reserve. Operating with the assistance of 2-way communications, these police patrol the reserve and can call upon RCMP support as required. The Active Recreation Department is headed by 1 individual who is charged with coordinating a variety of recreational and sporting activities on the reserve. Some of the programs developed include t-ball, softball, baseball, soccer, horseshoes, track and field, and hockey tournaments. These programs are vital for personal development while making proper use of the many facilities the Paw Indian Band has developed for its members. One of the most needed and visible examples of the Paw Indian Band's commitment to the enhancement of living conditions and the upgrading of services for its members is its ongoing housing development program. The band is currently involved in a large-scale construction program which, over the next several years, will see a minimum of 70 to 80 new homes built. These homes will be purchased entirely by band members who, either on a rent-to-own basis, by subsidization, or by some other mutually satisfactory method, will eventually enjoy the privilege of home ownership. For the Paw Indian Band, the future holds the promise of prosperity, achievement, and the realization of generations of hope for progress and independence. Projects such as the repap complex and the advent of the recently established gravel operations will feed substantial revenues into the coffers of the Paw Indian Band. However, new projects, appealing investments, and imaginative ventures will not of themselves create the self-determination that is desired. The key lies in education. The Opaskwayak Education Authority Incorporated is perhaps one of the most exciting and important undertakings of the Paw Indian Band. Established in 1984 under the authority of the Chief and Council, the OEA oversees the educational requirements of band members. A significant undertaking which will enhance the mandate of the OEA and create a very positive educational resource is the construction of the new $10 million nursery to grade 12 school due for completion in December 1990 for a capacity of 602 students. The new facility will provide the most sophisticated education and support center in the region, and again underlines the importance the band places on education and ensuring that every band member is fully equipped with the right tools to achieve self-determination. Tomorrow belongs to the Paw Indian Band. No other people understand more clearly that to grow and take their rightful place, they must cease to be observers and become proactive. In the final analysis, it is results that count. For the Paw Indian Band, the result has been choice. The people of the band now have choices regarding housing, health care, recreation, employment, and education. They have a choice of whether or not to even reside on the reserve. The quest for self-determination has resulted in the freedom to make these types of choices, to restore within the people the self-confidence and strength to once again be fully responsible for their own lives and livelihood. The goal of progress and independence grows nearer each day, and each day the Paw Indian Band comes closer to achieving its objective of self-determination.